Hello there. It's been a while, but I'm back in one of my favourite places today, Dartmoor, and we're going to do a 7-mile circular walk, which I've been meaning to do for some time. It's from a book called Wild Swimming Walks, and I'm not going to be doing any wild swimming today, but the walk looked quite interesting, so I thought I'd come and check it out. It takes us over a couple of cool looking stepping stones across the river, so I thought that'd be fun to do. So yeah, let's see what it's like. So the guidebook says take the lane until you get to a bridge crossing the River Swinkham, which is obviously where I am now, and cross the bridge and take the public bridleway on the right. Now down here it says to cross back over the river via the first set of stepping stones, which I've just spotted. It's always good to know you're on the right track. Right, once you've crossed over the first set of stepping stones, you need to follow the path until you get to the second set of stones and then cross back over. I was worried I might have missed the crossing, but it's just here. Now I wonder who put these stones here in the first place. I really need to find out, don't I? That's pretty cool, isn't it? I was worried these might be wet, which might make it a bit hazardous, but they're actually okay. Nice. Now this, if you wanted to do a bit of wild swimming, is one of the first spots. I did actually bring my gear, but I don't think I'm going to bother. But that's a lovely place, isn't it? Right, once you've had your swim, you want to walk on with the river on your left, and then it says to bear right and head up to the road. So I'm presuming there's going to be a path somewhere that we can follow. Well, that makes things a little bit clearer. I thought it just says bear right, but where do you bear right? But as you can see, there is a path. So I think that still means that we're on the right track. Oh, in the middle of a bit of a uphill stretch at the moment, so I thought I'd take a break, just show you the awesome views. Wherever you go in Dartmoor, it's awesome, isn't it? And before anyone complains, I said I didn't shut the gate behind me. It's a funny thing about doing videos for YouTube. When you're doing by yourself, the bits where you're walking, you always have to go back and get the camera. I'm sure you work that out anyway. I always feel a bit of a prat doing it, but just think it makes the videos a bit more interesting. So yeah, so I did go back and I did shut the gate. So there you go. Okay, so once you get to the road, you want to turn left, cross the cattle gate, which is just here, and then it says follow this wall on the outside until you get to a gate which takes you onto the open moors, which always reminds me of An American Werewolf in London. One of my favourite films, by the way. But let's hope I don't get lost on the moors. Well, it looks like this is what we want. Let's hope from here that the guide is accurate. Because once you're on the open moors, I mean, you could end up anywhere, couldn't you? Well, this looks promising. It says when you reach the pine forest. It looks like a pine forest to me. Go through the gate and then take the path on the right down the hill. Right, I was expecting a path on the right, but it does say the right fork, which goes downhill, so we're looking good. And then at the bottom of the hill it says you go past a house on the left and then turn right. We're going to turn down there, but let's just go and check out this house. I don't know if it's derelict, but let's go and have a look. Well, I was hoping we could get in there to have a nosy around, but it's all been locked up. It looks like someone's been in there because the window's open. Let's have a quick nosy. Right, I've just got to point out an error with this guide. It specifically said at the last point in the guidebook, don't take the right fork, take the left fork downhill when you get to a 5-bar gate. So I did that, and when you get to the 5-bar gate it says private, no access. I was like, well, the guidebook's been spot on so far, but I couldn't go through someone's garden. It was basically, there's a house over there, just about to see it, and it takes you into their garden and actually brings you out the other side. So I thought, well, this can't be right. So I cut through the forest, picked up on another path, and that got me to the 5-bar gate, and then the footpath which leads down to another set of stepping stones, which is what I was looking for. So after doing the river crossing, follow the path up the side of the hill, and then and then you get to this gate which I can't open, so I'm going over, and then you follow this track for 20 minutes down to, I think it's Barnaby Farm. So after crossing that river, which is just down there, you reach this car turning space, and then it says to cross a small stream. So it looks like that is just here. And then we're going to follow this back down to the river. So it says in the guidebook that the best swimming spot down here, if you're looking to do a bit of wild swimming, is where the large grass clearing is, which is obviously here. So I'm guessing that just over here there's a decent swim spot. So I would say the best place for a swim, if you wanted one, is the other side of those stepping stones, because it's quite fast flowing on this side. Now, I don't think I can get over there without getting my feet wet, so I'm not quite sure if I've got to cross those stepping stones or not. We'll have a look. Do you know what, I got my positions wrong just now. I said that was the best place to go for a swim, where those stepping stones were, but you've actually got to walk quite a bit further down the river. It's a lot calmer here, and as you can see, this is the large grass clearing that they were talking about. So yeah, this would be a lovely spot for a swim. Things you don't see every day, well, unless you're on Dartmoor. Just a cow casually going for a walk. So if you follow the river, so you keep it on your right, you'll see this old garage on the left, and then you want to actually turn right and go over this bridge. And then it says there should be a path between the buildings, so I'm not sure where that is. Let's just have a look. I really wasn't sure where the path was once you cross the bridge. I was going to go through someone's garden, but it's the Huckabee path that you want, and I've just seen this sign here. So you go across the bridge and then down through the buildings, which is what the guidebook says, and then through the gate. So once you go through that gate, you want to head right and up the hill till you get to this gate, and then we're going to be heading up there, up the rock wall track. But we're just going to check out this old building first. I always find these fascinating, so I always like to have a nosy inside if you can. God, that last little hill, that was a bit of a killer. But once you get to the top, you get to this field, and you just head down to the field to the barns of this farm, which I'm just approaching. Then it says keep right on the track and turn left onto the road. So after walking down the road for about 5 minutes, you reach Hexworthy Bridge, and this is the last wild swimming spot on this walk. Do you know what? I drove past here during the summer and it was absolutely packed. I mean, there's space for, I don't know, 7 or 8 cars, and I thought to myself then, what an awesome place to go for a swim. And look at it. You can see why it's so popular. Just after the bridge, you want to go over this stile. And then we're heading up this footpath. Right, we're just about back, I think. So basically you cross a couple of fields, you get to this little hamlet called Hexworthy, take the track to the right, and it's about a 10-minute walk back to the car. So that's that walk done. That was really good. Really glad I came. I was umming and ahhing this morning because the forecast was a bit dodgy, but I thought, sod it, I'm going to go whatever the weather. So yeah, so that was just under 7 miles and took me just under 4 hours. Obviously stopping for food and drink and take some photos and videos. So this is the book where the walk was in, World Swimming Walks, and I did the one on page 75, which is the Stepping Stones walk. Yeah, really good. I'll post a link in the video description if you want to buy the book. It's, like I say, I've got no affiliate links or anything, just if you want a link to it, it'll be in the description. Yeah, really good guides. There was just that one error, but I got around it. So I look forward to doing some more. So thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.